When 10 men faced 500, what happened on that narrow bridge would become legendary. But who were these soldiers, and how did they hold against impossible odds? The date was October 12, 1943. The location? A stone bridge over the River Serda near the village of Velmont in northern France. The bridge was narrow, barely wide enough for 2 trucks, side by side, and it was the only route for the advancing German 14th Panzer Division to push deeper into Allied territory. 10 exhausted men of the British 2nd Battalion, Royal Fusiliers, were tasked with defending it. Armed with Lee-Enfield rifles, 2 Bren guns, and a single PIAT anti-tank launcher, they were vastly outnumbered. What they did next would delay an entire German advance and inspire generations of soldiers. The German advance was swift. Intelligence reported over 500 soldiers approaching, supported by 6 Panzer IV tanks and field artillery. If the bridge fell, the Allies risked losing the entire sector. Lieutenant James Harrow, a 29-year-old officer with North African campaign experience, commanded the 10 men. Among them was Corporal William "Billy" Fraser, a Dunkirk veteran, and Private Thomas Hayes, a 19-year-old rookie seeing his first combat. The bridge offered little protection. Sandbags and crates were their only cover, and ammunition was limited. Reinforcements were hours away. Every decision mattered. One mistake could mean the collapse of the line. By 0600 hours, the men were in position. Fraser manned the Bren gun on the western parapet. Hayes took the eastern approach. The Germans, confident in their overwhelming numbers, had no idea what awaited them. At 0700 hours, German artillery opened fire. The deafening roar of 75mm shells shook the bridge and showered debris on the defenders. Harrow ordered calm, precise fire. Lee-Enfield's cracked, Bren guns rumbled, and the PIAT struck the first German half-track, immobilizing it. By 800 hours, German infantry was within 200 yards. Smoke and morning fog reduced visibility, but each defender knew the value of every shot. The first wave surged. Men fell, but the defenders held, firing from every inch of cover. The enemy regrouped, flanking along muddy banks. Harrow shifted men to respond. By 1000 hours, over 50 German soldiers were casualties, and a Panzer IV was stalled. Reinforcements were slow to arrive, and the defenders' determination turned the bridge into a deadly choke point. Hours passed. Shells exploded. Smoke filled the air, and the bridge groaned under bombardment. Hunger, fear, and exhaustion pressed down on the men, but their resolve never wavered. Every minute held counted towards saving the sector. By 1400 hours, the defenders were near exhaustion. Fraser was wounded. Only 6 men remained fully combat-ready. German flamethrowers and engineers advanced, attempting to clear the bridge. Each wave threatened to break the line. Harrow moved from cover to cover, coordinating fire and boosting morale. He shouted, "Hold for every second. Every step they take will cost them dearly." The fog and debris made visibility poor, but their rifles, Bren guns, and PIAT kept the enemy pinned. The Germans launched a massive assault. At 1500 hours, tanks, flamethrowers, and infantry surged forward. The defenders, battered and bloodied, held firm. Each man understood that losing the bridge meant catastrophe for the entire front. Harrow realized that a frontal defense would fail. He concentrated fire on the German approach, setting up a crossfire with the Bren and Lee-Enfields while targeting the tanks with the PIAT. By 1610 hours, the Germans, expecting an easy crossing, were caught in devastating fire. 1 Panzer IV was destroyed, and infantry was thrown into confusion. The defenders used smoke and fog to appear stronger than they were, creating the illusion of reinforcements. After 8 hours of relentless fighting, the Germans withdrew. 10 men had held a bridge against 500. Their courage and tactical skill had bought precious time for the Allies, turning what seemed a hopeless fight into a strategic victory. Casualties were high. 3 men had died, 4 were wounded, and 3 remained exhausted but alive. German losses exceeded 150 men, and 2 Panzer IVs were destroyed. Lieutenant Harrow received the Military Cross. Corporal Fraser and Private Hayes were mentioned in dispatches. The stand at Velmont became a textbook example of small unit heroism and the impact of determination in battle. The bridge became a symbol of courage. 10 men, armed with little more than rifles, a Bren, and a single PIAT, sea had changed the course of a battle. Their story remains an enduring testament to human resilience under fire. This was just one of countless untold stories from the Second World War. Subscribe to WWI Records as we continue to bring these forgotten chapters of history back to life.